Good morning. This is Lakshapati, and my project is twice a CRM agent. So the problem I wanted to solve today is something every D2C brand faces. The marketing team has a customer data. They know people are churning. They know some customers haven't come back in months. But actually doing something about it takes hours and hours of their time. You have to figure out who to target, what to say to each and every single person, which channel to use, send it all out and track what happened at the last. It's extremely manual and it's very slow. And honestly, the targeting ends up being very, very generic. So what I did was, what if a marketer just sets what they need to achieve and an AI agent handles everything else? That's what I built. You give it a goal, it figures who to talk, it writes personal messages for every customer, picks the right channel to send the message in, sends the campaign, and also shows you the result. The marketer just has to make the final call. Now let's get into the functional demonstration of the project. Now let's get into the functional demonstration. So this is the Shopper Twins page. Before any campaign runs, the system builds what I call as a shopper twin for every customer. I have a PostgreSQL database with 60 customers in it, which we'll go through later. So basically, this is an AI profile derived from their purchase history. You can see for each and every customer, we have how recently they have bought, how often, how much they've spent in total. We have their favorite categories, and we also have their favorite if the price is sensitive, and also the churn risk out here for every single customer. So on top of that, we also have a AI generated summary. This summary is of how the person behaves as a shopper. You can see the price sensitivity and the best channel to send message in. For this customer too, WhatsApp is the best channel we could send the message from. The reason I built this is when I got the question, what's the difference between an AI automation and what actually makes an AI intelligent? So the reasoning out here is not just coming out of from raw database rows. The reasoning is a structured behavioral profile that what's making targeting actually intelligent. And this is not just automation. Now let's go to the agent page. So now I'm gonna run a campaign goal which I'm trying to achieve. So after running the hit agent, you can see the executing pipeline that's happening on the right side. We can see how exactly the agent is doing each and every step. It's gonna load the shopper twin, make a single AI call to analyze the audience and generate personalized message simultaneously. It's gonna create a campaign fired through the channel service. You can see we have got the agent reasoning out here. Identify 25 high value customers with high churn risk and a greater 90 days since last purchase. And it also gave us the best channel in which we could communicate. Let's further proceed into the campaign. So it has selected the customers. It has recommended email as the channel best channel for the reasoning. You can see all the recipients out here. The status has been converted, some has sent, people have clicked it. We have every detailed summary out here in this dashboard. Now let's move on to the campaigns which we've done before and which is happening currently. Every campaign I've run shows up here with the live stat, audience sizes, channel, delivery rate, engagement. It also refreshes every 5 seconds so that you're always seeing the latest numbers. A marketer can come here and instantly see what's running, what is completed, and how each campaign is performed at every single glance. We have totally 13 converted, total campaigns run by 26. The conversion funnel is being displayed out here. So now let's move on to the insights dashboard. So this is where rather than an analytical dashboard, you can directly interact with the agent in normal English. So now let's ask what's the top converting cities out here. Now, based on our data, it's telling that the Chennai has currently highest number of conversions, and you can also check out the shopping metrics out here. Now let's try another campaign performance summary. So based on our data, you have run 26 campaigns, the total overall conversion, everything is given, and the agent does this from the database we have in a Postgres SQL and the data from the shopper tools. So now moving on to the backend API, this is the Swagger. The fast API generated this automatically from the code to check out all the endpoints. You can see all the routes cleanly organized. We have the agents, dashboard, customer analytics, everything out here. Let me just get the list of customers out here to show that the backend endpoints are working perfectly fine. So in the meantime, it loads. Let's go check out the database. So this is the database we used, which has 6 tables in it. The customers and the orders are just raw data. The shopper twin stores these data once built, which can be reused throughout every single campaign. So the food audit trail and everything has happened in every single message out here. The campaign will store the goal and it'll give the reasoning, the channel and the status. So everything happens through the shopper twin behavior as well. Yep. You can see we got the data of every single customer out here. We have 60 customers for this demonstration. So now going to the the backend architecture is actually routed into two separate things. The one is the backend out here, as you can see, and the other one is the channel service. So what exactly the backend does, the CRM backend does, it's the brain of the entire system. It does everything, the store the customer order data. This is what builds the shopper twins, runs the AI agent pipelines, and most importantly, it receives callback from the channel services. So this is what receives the callback from the channel services. The channel service is a completely separate and independently deployed service. So it's not the part of a CRM. So the only job of the channel service is to stimulate the real world messaging. For example, let's take Twilio. When a CRM fires a campaign, it sends each message to the channel stub via a HTTP request. The service does not actually deliver anything. It stimulates what would happen in real world. It waits for the random delay, then fires a callback back into the CRM, which then it's delivered, opened, and read clicked. So even while deploying the backend, what I did in render was I deployed the channel service and pushed this into the backend separately again. So we have two backends running currently. So before starting with this, I tested this with multiple API endpoints. So initially I started with was AWS Bedrock's Nova Pro. Then I tried Gemini's 2.5 Flash. After that, what I did was I tried with Kimi, and out of which I found Gemini 2.5 to be much easier. The first and the foremost reason it was free, and the responses which it gave was more cleaner and more structured, and it was faster compared to the other two AIs. And throughout this whole process, what I did was I used Gemini, I used Claude, and I used ChatGPT for the general reasoning. I ideated throughout with all three LLMs, comparing all the answers which it gave. So after that, when a marketer types a goal, the agent is being able to handle everything. Like I said, I compared multiple agents and I got an intelligent system to give answers for everything. This is why I deliberately did not build a CSV importer for the static segments or the messaging platforms, because the AI is good enough. You don't need any of that. So with this, I'll be completing my demonstration. Thank you so much. I'm Lakshmi Pratik.